So we still have Lottie here doing the curl define. And what she's doing here is a hydration refresher.
Yes, the hydration refresher includes haircut, shampoo, conditioner, steam treatment also, and the curl definition.
Yep. We don't do relaxers. Yeah, we don't use chemicals.
The only chemical is color.
So no relaxer.
Natural only.
Yeah, she's just touching up her roots. And she got a trim. How do you feel?
Wonderful. Beautiful. I love my hair. I like the after the finish. So we're back. We're gonna do her root touch.
It looks a lot healthier.
The relaxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no relaxer. We couldn't get these beautiful curls that we have on this page with the relaxer. So we're just doing a root touch up, and it's not harmful to her hair. We usually don't recommend color clients if you're like color services if you're a first time client. We take you through a different series of steps prior to getting color. So,
picture for me?
Okay, fine. No problem. I can do it. Oh, okay. A few steps as far as just to make sure your hair is in an okay state prior to getting color too. So just FYI, you're not able to get a color if you're a first time client, or you can't really get them after your first, before your first 3 appointments.
Just taking a client's picture.
So this is the first time she's blown out her hair in like how long, you said?
In maybe 3-4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
So she's super excited.
Okay, so isn't color chemical based?
Yes.
It is. But it's not harmful.
No, and that's why, like I was explaining earlier, that's why we don't do color on first-time clients, because the health of the hair has to be in a certain place for you to get a color service. And if you come here, your stylist will let you know more about it. But no, a lot of our clients have color and they have healthy hair. It's just more so about being on a good regimen, and make sure you practice a consistent regimen prior to your color service. That's most important. Your regimen.
Let me get in there.
Okay, because the shape that I use is a little more. Yeah, I like that. So if you want it more rounded, I will. But the reason part.
What is a good regimen?
Now the shape that I did.
So when you come here, we actually go, the good regimen we teach is about the hydration. So we usually recommend a regimen like when you come here as far as for your service, because it can be different per individual. But we have some things. We also teach that too on our virtual salon. If anyone is on our virtual salon, if you want more details, you can probably, if you haven't been here before, probably book an appointment or join our virtual salon if you don't really have the chance to come. And we go in a little bit more detail there.
Mm-hmm.
And how you can find out about that is Hydra Bar Virtual Salon. Janelle can probably put it in the below.
Okay, so what can a first timer expect?
For your first appointment?
Yes.
A first timer, you can expect to find out some things about your hair that you probably didn't know. You can expect for us to solve pretty much. So you can expect us to answer all your questions in regards to everything you ever wondered about your hair. You can ask all the questions that you like. And we'll basically do an assessment on your hair just to kind of see the state of your hair and just to get a little bit more information about your hair. I know we'll have like a full consultation, like you'll speak with us or speak with your stylist, but we'll look at your hair itself just to see some things from a stylist perspective about your hair and just kind of give you some feedback. And that will be your assessment appointment. Now with your first time appointment, which is your initial Hydra set, that appointment is a little bit more like, we'll be teaching you how to basically hydrate your hair step by step. And basically we'll teach you your at-home regimen. Like someone asked about what's your regimen.
Yeah.
Your initial Hydra set will teach you basically what you'll be doing weekly at home. You'll get a mirror and you'll be able to see step by step what we do. And through your follow-up, we're here to help you. And I guess that's the main thing that you'll kind of gain from your experience. We don't like for our clients to be handicapped. We like you to have the information so when you leave the salon, you know what to do. So even in your follow-up appointment, you can still ask questions. In all your appointments, you're able to ask a lot of questions. And once you go home and practice your hair yourself, you can still come back to get your follow-up, and we'll still pretty much help you through the whole process. Because with hydration, it's a learning process. And it's not something that's going to come overnight. It's going to take a lot of practice. So we'll basically help you through the whole process. And then in addition, of course, your first time appointment, you'll get your hair hydrated, you'll get it styled, you'll get a trim. It comes with the shaping, or if you want a specific type of haircut, or a trim. And then also it'll come with a deep conditioning service.
And how long does the Hydra process normally last for?
So your first time, usually the service itself, it's about, I would say give yourself at least 2.5 to 3 hours. Maybe not including drying time, or maybe, I don't know how much hair you have, so give or take. But once you get it done, ideally it's something that's supposed to last you a week or so. Mm-hmm. But that can be dependable, depending on the state of the person's hair. And that's what we more so speak about during your assessment. So that's why we're not like, you'll get your hair done like the first day. That's why we like to go through the stage of doing the assessment first. Because once you do the assessment, you'll kind of get an idea on, you can set a better expectation. You know, that's what it allows us to do, and it allows you to get a better understanding and what to expect from your hair from your first time. So ideally, it's about 7 days, like I said, but it depends on the state of the hair.
Okay. So that's how often you should come back, every week?
No, you don't have to come back every week. So like I was explaining earlier, from your experience here, we teach a lot. So we will teach you your weekly regimen. So we're not like a salon where you have to come so often, like weekly. You can if you want to, but you should know what to do on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. So after your first appointment, the general recommendation is for you to come back within 2 to 3 weeks. And then 2 to 3 weeks, you can get a follow-up. And then after that, we want to do another 2-week follow-up. And then after that, it's really up to you how often you want to come back. We usually generally advise, if you want to do color, then you'll come back sooner. If you want to do a trim or another haircut, the average is about 3 months. So after that, it's really up to you. But we give you the tools so that you're able to maintain yourself at home.
All right. Would you mind telling us your experience with Nurture?
Oh.
Or since you've been coming
I've
here?
been coming here at least 2 years.
Wow.
Yes. When I first, the person that recommends me, I first saw her, we worked together, and I saw her hair was so beautiful, and she was natural. So I said, "Ooh, where did you go?" She said, "I went to this place in Fort Lauderdale." And she gave me the information, and I've been coming since. Oh. No one else has done my hair since.
Wow. And you've seen a difference in your hair, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. My hair is so soft. I didn't know my hair could be soft. No,
that's what she said today.
Yeah. I didn't know my
She's
hair
like, I didn't know my hair can be this soft.
And when I wake up in the morning, I have a spray bottle with just water. I spray it, and my curls just come right out. Just pop. Oh yes, and I got a lot of compliment. Even men would look at my hair and say, "Where did you go? Can I get my hair like that?" I said, "Yeah, sure."
Those are the funny compliments because it just come out of nowhere. They're like, "Can I get my hair
I
done?"
have some guys that really curls their hair,
Yeah.
and they didn't know there was a natural way of curling your hair, and your natural curls come out.
Right.
So I didn't know I could have natural curls. I was like, no. And she says, yes, your hair can. I'm like, no, not my hair.
Right.
My hair is so dry and coarse that we could never do anything with it.
Right.
And I wouldn't go back to any other stylist. I wouldn't go anywhere else because I love the natural look. I love the curls out pops, just spraying a little water in, and it's like, woo.
So maintenance is pretty easy.
Very easy maintenance, yes.
What are your suggestions for gray hair if they consider coloring?
Okay.
Not fully gray, though.
Thank you for sharing your experience.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so for gray hair, if what?
What are your suggestions? Like if they want to color their hair?
So, like I said before, more so you want to make sure if you've never been here before, we'll definitely have to go through the new client protocol just to make sure the hair is healthy enough for the color. But yeah, you can definitely color your hair. A lot of I would say a good amount of our clientele, they have gray hair and they have color as well. So it's not damaging or anything to your hair if that's your concern. But we can also schedule like a color consultation too, eventually if you want to ask or if you have a more specific question. But it's not damaging to your hair and it's something you can do, but we want to make sure the hair is healthy enough.
Great advice. So, why do we focus on hydration?
Because we're Hydra Bar. Yeah, we're Hydra Bar, and that's what our technique is founded on, and that's what we found to work on curly hair. That's what's been the best. Rhonda came up with the technique, and that's what she's been working on these curls for many, many years. So that's why we choose to focus on hydration over any other regimen.
And what does it do for you? What does it do for the hair?
So what hydration does, hydration is a practice on helping and teaching your hair how to hold in water for a period of time, helping your hair get used to water. And once the hair gets used to water, the hair becomes a lot softer, it's easier to manage, you see your curls more often, you just have more flexibility, you have more versatility when it comes to trying different styles. Your hair is not subject to damage if you choose to do color or anything. So it's a lot of benefits, but it's just mainly getting your hair used to absorbing water and holding on to water. And once your hair is able to do that, then your hair gets a little stronger. But if the hair is not able to hold on to water, then your hair is dry.
It's true.
It breaks. So it's a lot of disadvantages if your hair is not able to hold that water.
Yeah. Before working here, I used to wash my hair every month.
Once a month.
Once a month. And I would just like put oils in it. The oil would just sit on top of my hair.
Right.
It was terrible. I couldn't put nothing in my hair.
Exactly.
Not even leave-in conditioner. It would just sit on there.
And that's just really what it is. Curls, our hair gets dry. And we always use that term. Even before I started the hydration journey, I used that term dry. Oh, my hair is dry. It's dry. So we put a lot of products on it. We try this product. We try this product. And then once we put it on, too much on what the product is. Nurture is a wonderful product, and it helps to allow water to, it's a water locking gel for you, those of you that may know or don't know. It is a water locking gel. So that's the type of product you want to use to kind of help your hair hold in water, because in the beginning, because you're used to having dry hair so often, the hair is not used to holding in the water. So Nurture comes in and it helps your hair through that process.
Yeah.
So it's a process that you can allow yourself to go through, and it teaches your hair how to hold in water more so long term. So you don't feel like you have to try so many different products. You don't feel like you have to put, like she said, her hair stays good. And I told her she doesn't want to go that long. Sometimes she goes 2 weeks with her hair, and she said, but it still feels good. And that's what hydration does to you. it gives you a long-lasting feel-good on the hair in short terms.
Yeah.
It gives you a long-lasting feel-good, and you don't feel like you have to put like 50 products on your hair every day, and your hair still looks great. Now, we usually don't recommend that you go that long. We want you to go like 7 days, be on a regimen as far as like 7 to 10 days or so. 2 weeks, if you go 2 weeks once in a while, it's not going to kill you. But a lot of our clients, their hair still looks good at that point.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to tell them. Listen, the regimen is 7 days. Because definitely it'll still look good. You won't have that dry feel anymore. So hopefully that explained it a little more.
Ooh, thank you. And yes, we are doing a root touch-up right now. What effects does hydration give the hair over time?
Okay, so what effects? Like I said before, it'll just make the hair a lot softer, easier to manage. You'll have more versatility, and you'll see your curls more. You'll have popping curls.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have predictable hair. That was one of the things from my experience that I learned. Having predictable hair, because I know sometimes as a natural, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do my hair today, and I don't really know what to expect, and I'll just hope for the best, and hopefully when I do it, it comes out good. But with the hydration journey, I think more so it's predictable. You'll know what your hair can do, and you know what your hair can't do. You'll have more awareness about your hair. So it's a good thing. You just have to. It's so many things you can say about it. Just like my client did, she expressed her experience, and all of us can express our experiences. But once you try it, then you'll be able to express your own, you know?
Yeah. Let me just tell you, my curls, the front of my hair is becoming a lot tighter since I started.
Curlier, right?
Yeah, because it was super loose. It was, let me show you guys. Like the front is like getting tighter because it was like this.
Right. And it's all natural. And it just started when she started paying attention to her hair more.
Yeah.
Janelle used to do a lot of slick backs every single day. And I was like, Janelle, what do your curls look like?
I used to slick it back.
Her front just like really straight. But the fact that she just started wearing it out and she's doing her hair weekly now, it's much better.
It is.